Are you so tired of waking up tired? Your head hits the pillow and you just cannot fall asleep. Or maybe you conk right out and then it's all of a sudden 3 a.m. and you wake up and you're drenched in sweat, or you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't seem to grasp the concept of what it means to have a restful sleep. Well, you're not alone. 1 in 4 women in the US experience insomnia. And women are 20% more likely to have trouble than men falling asleep. It is impacting more of us than you think. But here's the thing, when we yield to God's will, He makes us the queen of our scene. We are queens walking around this planet, and we need to learn how to rest like a queen. Your sleep affects your energy, your hormones, your beauty, and even your destiny. And queens don't just rest, they restore and they rejuvenate. So I am so excited to announce this new series, Sleep Like a Queen. In this series, we are going to go over the 6 pillars of nourishing sacred sleep. Because sleep is a sacred and nourishing experience. I don't want you to fear going to sleep. I want you to be able to sleep like royalty so you can walk into your day looking, feeling, acting, smelling like God's greatest creation. So during these next 6 videos, we're going to dive deep into the quality of your sleep and how that is going to change the quality of your life. And I don't care if you have the busiest schedule, if you're in charge of 20 kids at home, 20 people at work, you have so many things to do. These principles are going to apply to you and to the woman next to you that maybe doesn't have that much going on, but she still can't fall asleep. This is something that is impacting all of us. Now, why is sleep so important? Sleep is important because it is sacred, and it is our God-given right to have a nourishing, rejuvenating sleep. Even God rested. Our foundational scripture for this series is coming out of Genesis chapter 2, verses 2 through 3. By the 7th day, God had finished the work He had been doing, so on the 7th day, He rested from all His work. This verse establishes the divine precedent of rest. God also calls us to have a Sabbath day, a day of rest. There is a reason for this. So I really want to hone in on how important it is that your sleep is not just happening, but it's actually helping and nourishing you. Without further ado, here are the 6 pillars of nourishing sacred sleep. Pillar number 1, optimizing your sleep hormones. Pillar number 2, creating your sacred sleep sanctuary. Pillar number 3 is the ultimate nighttime ritual. Pillar number 4 is the royal diet, nutrition and hydration for rest. Pillar number 5 is mindset management and rest. And pillar number 6 is exploring biblical rest and feminine energy. So each one of these pillars are going to be broken up into different videos, but today I wanted to go over the overview of what you're about to dive into so you can get yourself prepared and get yourself ready for what this next month is going to look like together. So the first pillar, we're going to be talking about creating your sleep sanctuary. And I don't care if you live alone or if you live with 20 other people, we can still create a sacred space where you can get that nourishing, rejuvenating sleep. I'm talking about a space that evokes peace and serenity, no matter the circumstance. So we'll be spanning topics from picking a mattress to an aesthetically restful and pleasing vibe, using the principles of feng shui. An activity I want you to do to get ready for this pillar, sit and meditate with yourself for a moment. See yourself in that space where you are in the most peaceful, restful vibe. What do you see around you? Then I want you to go on Pinterest and I want you to make a Pinterest board of this sleep sanctuary, and we will get more into this on the next video. And the second pillar of nourishing sleep, optimizing our sleep hormones. As some of you know, I am a certified nutrition coach. I'm a life coach, and overall feminine vitality, that's my thing. Optimizing your hormones is a huge part of having a vivacious, effervescent life. And a part of having a nourishing sleep is optimizing our sleep hormones and really just our hormones in general. So with this pillar, we're going to be talking about the importance of balancing our sleep hormones like cortisol and melatonin, and also how our sex hormones play a role into how we sleep. We're going to go over some very important do's and don'ts during the day that affect our hormones, and we'll be talking about some natural alternatives like light exposure therapy, your gut health, what you do during the day. An activity you can do this week to get you prepared for the optimizing your sleep hormones pillar. I want you to do some research into some magnesium-rich foods, and I want you to start implementing those in your diet. We'll talk more about this in that video. And the third pillar is creating a nighttime ritual. So during this video, we're going to talk about all of the things that we can do, a nice little list, a nice little ritual of activities, playing with our senses that can get us into a restful mode. Some of the things on this list might surprise you, especially on the do's and don'ts. So I'm really excited to share my personal nighttime ritual that is tried and true for me, and I think that it will be very helpful for you. So an activity that you can do today to help us get prepared for that video, I want you to sit down, I want you to open your journal, and I want you to write down all of the activities that you feel might put you in a restful mode. And a reason why I want you to go and do these activities today, your inner being, your intuition already knows what is best for her, already knows what is best for her body. So I really think it's important that you answer these questions first, and then come and join me, and maybe we can talk about the science of how things work and how things have helped me. But more than anything, my beautiful effervescent flower, you have all of the answers inside of you. That's why I really think it's important for you to sit down with yourself and figure some of these things out. What is your intuition telling you? And then we can come back and talk about it together. And the fourth pillar is the royal diet, nutrition tips for the best sleep. In this video, we are going to talk all about the foods that are optimal for you to eat during the day to help support a restful sleep at night. Because what we do during the day greatly impacts how our nighttime routine is. And our morning routines are also greatly impacted by what we do the night before. So it's all a cycle. We'll also be getting nice and sciencey for those of you that love to have a little science backing to why we do the things that we do on our blood sugar levels, because that is going to play a very big role in how we sleep. So an activity I'd like for you to try today, or really tonight, incorporate a sleep-friendly food. That could be something like tart cherries or having herbal tea. And take note of how this affects your body and affects your sleep. The fifth pillar is mindset management and rest. What we think about during the day greatly affects our sleep at night. So this video, we are going to talk about how our thoughts determine how we sleep. And we're going to go through some really important activities to help manage our mindset and to help manage our emotions during the day so we can sleep like queens during the evening. I have an activity that we can do together right now. I want you to take this activity and do it right before you go to bed. And the activity is simple. We're going to take 3 deep breaths together. We're going to breathe in through our nose, hold it, and breathe out through our mouths. And it's important to breathe out longer than we breathe in and longer than we hold. Let's do it together now. So we'll close our eyes, sit upright or lay down, whatever feels best for you. And we'll breathe in, hold, exhale. Breathe in, hold, exhale. Breathe in, hold, exhale. Where's my silk pillow, honey? I'm ready to hit the sheets. But I want you to try that activity tonight before you go to bed. And when we get into that video, we're going to have a lot more fun activities and restful activities that we can try during the day to make sure that we slow our minds down so our bodies can slow down and we can get that deep and restful and restorative sleep. And finally, the sixth pillar of nourishing, rejuvenating sleep: biblical rest and feminine energy. So we are going to bring it all back to God, because that's where everything starts. So here we're going to talk about how to incorporate spiritual practices into your sleep routine. And with these practices, the goal is to invite peace and invite rest in your heart. And how does this connect to feminine energy? Feminine energy is soft, she is nourished, and she is restored. So when we can take this biblical rest and really all of the pillars, and we can have this beautiful sleep, we will be so rich and oozing in this feminine energy that we are going to feel amazing, and we are going to look amazing, and we are going to attract amazing things while we are awake. An activity you can try tonight before you go to sleep, maybe right after your 3 to 5 deep breaths. Say a little prayer. I trust God to restore my sleep. So why do you need these pillars in your life? This is a total mind, body, and spirit alignment. Incorporating these 6 pillars into your daily life for more restful sleep isn't just going to help your physical health, but it also helps us to edify and glorify God by taking care of our temples and by putting ourselves first where we can. The ultimate outcome here, you are going to feel, look, and be absolutely amazing. Your energy levels are going to be through the roof. Your health is going to improve drastically. Your relationships are going to improve drastically. How often do we snap at our kids or snap at our partner or are unable to handle stressful situations at work, literally because we're just tired? And through implementing these steps, the peace that you are going to feel in your heart and within yourself are going to be unshakable. I'm talking about, it doesn't matter what the day brings you. With these 6 pillars, you are going to be a force to be reckoned with, girl. In essence, you're going to be floating around the earth like the queen of your scene, just as God has intended you to. Okay, now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments which pillar are you most excited to explore and which one has you a little bit shook. I would love to know. Okay, my beautiful flowers, I am so excited to get deep into this series. We are going to learn so much from each other, and by the end of it, you will be a more complete and happier woman for it. It has been so wonderful communing with you today, exchanging energy, and I can't wait until the next video. So until next we meet, be blessed, and ciao for now.